Avionics teardown for you today. We have here a weight and balance indicator from DC-9 aircraft. So it is the panel that gives you the total weight of the aircraft before liftoff and let you know if it is the payload is correctly balanced in the aircraft by measuring the weight on the landing gear. So it is one of the very first digital indicators of this kind, I believe. That codes on the components inside is 1979. We have LED displays. We have test and read buttons and some adjustment knob here. Apart from that, nothing special. You can see the quite unusual blue writing here. And this is aluminium part, so there is no backlight inside. So it is made by Fairchild. You can see here the model and serial number. Serial number is 5263. Made by Fairchild in Comark, New York. Here are modification records. So you can see the body is just like this, and at the back you have a 1 dB kind of connector, and it's all. So I will open it for you real quick. So the design is really nice on this because you are just close to remove. The cover goes right off. So here is what we have inside. You can see here a card cage with a few circuit boards. This one is unpopulated, but it is not a missing one. It seems it is normal because you have no board number written here. So maybe it is for an extension board for testing purpose. On the back here you have some empty space, quite a lot of it in fact. You have that must be a toroidal transformer for power supply. Some central brand 2N4910 transistors here. So the card connectors. Here with wiring. You can see also the front PCB with LED displays, vintage LED display with gold contacts, of course, and you can see the construction it is really in good condition, this thing, quite incredible. So we will have a look at the PCBs. So for removing such PCBs, you have on this, and you just need to pull them. So first one here, it must be a power supply. You have here a mercury tube hours meter and a indicator made by Curtis Instruments. About the chips, the numbers seem to be completely custom numbers. I have a F for Fairchild, and I have this one, for example, is 93L01PC. Here I have a 936DC, made in Indonesia. They are socketed, by the way, and that code is 1978. Some UA723 op amp here, it seems with a microchip with heatsink. Some old school transistors here in a ceramic package also, trim pot here. And you can see it is a very old school dual-sided PCB. with probably hand designed tracks. So next one, little hard to remove. Here we have more weird parts. The ships are written 777. That code 1975 here. So maybe it is a front white sensor front end or something like this. I do not know at all. I think the next PCB will look almost the same. These two PCBs are identical, so we'll just remove one. Here we have more custom first shield ceramic ICs. Excuse me for this. Big capacitor here in a metal shield, metal case, really nice. Test points. You can see how nicely made are these old school PCBs. So this must be the drivers for the display digits. Probably you can see the completely custom chip numbers on this. Nice sockets, ceramic grade ceramic clips. So I would like to power it up, but I need to find a specification about the power it needs. At the bottom here you can see the body of buttons. Very nice air grade quality, of course. And the body of a potentiometer made by Spectral. So for removing the front display I need to push it and unconnect it from here. Then I can pull it. So what do we have here? We have the LED displays. You can see red. They are not smart display. There is no microchip inside. They seem to be made by Monsanto. There is a M letter here. And model number is MAN10. This one must have been replaced at some point because you can see it is a clear screen here, but the other ones are red. Very nice gold legs on here, by the way. And more custom chips. Driving transistors probably here. Still this old design of the model number of the transistor is QN3638A. Old design of a transistor with a ceramic base and some potting compound over the die, it seems. Here is the back of it. Really nicely made. There is a control stamp here with 1980 that code, and it is all for this. So it is one I got it from an American eBay seller, if I remember correctly, and it was very cheap. So you can see this thing is almost new inside. This little panel here just cover the cards to prevent them moving around when the cover is installed. So it is nicely made. Nice work also on the wires here, but I have seen better. Some bridge rectifier here for power rectifying, it seems. Ground point here. So if I can find some info about the chips, maybe I will be able to figure out the power requirement and bypass the 400 Hz AC rectifying here and power it straight from DC maybe, and try to get it doing something. I'm not sure what this PCB does. So okay, so thanks for watching for now. Bye bye.